It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
On the ready.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, 8, read.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Set, go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
48 to Mike.
Five.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second down, Ingram. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down now, it's Ingram. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Delta. Now.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He's going to launch it, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 67 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mike 51. You rush. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out left. Roberts got it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. And an alley to run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 3rd down.
Kill. Nice go. Drive on. Line 50 up, go. 51.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Ready, set. 48 Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Bang, 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 bang.
On 1st down, Lindsey. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, I 7.
Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Let's go.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Got him in. It's Brown. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson, flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Let's kick this all day.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Bravo.
A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's go. Mike 51, Mike 51. Back to you. I'm going back to you.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught by Roberts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Kill, turn out. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Mike 51, Mike 51. Come on. Double dog, that's the way.
They go play action to Jackson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Jackson. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the